Hey guys, welcome to another day of MISHMAS. So today we're going to be talking about the Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette. Finally. Sorry it's taken me so long to get this video up for you guys. And if you're new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe down below. I am going to be posting a video every single day this month. We're calling it MISHMAS instead of Vlogmas because I'm not that much of a vlogger. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, subscribe down below if you are interested in a video every single day for the month of December. And let's go ahead and jump right in. This is a limited edition palette that is currently sold out. I don't know if she's going to be bringing it back. I personally really hope she does. So I purchased this off of the Pat McGrath site when she finally released it a while ago. I mean, I feel like it's been at least like 3 weeks ago at this point. And before that, it was exclusive to the Selfridges app. And I had heard that it was just limited edition to the Asian markets. And I think when there was a little bit of an uproar, she decided to go ahead and release some palettes on her site, which is where I purchased it. It was $125, like all of her other Mothership palettes. So the packaging is the same as all the Mothership palettes. There is the addition of this sticker here that lets you know it's the Divine Rose palette. All the other Mothership palettes that I have, maybe not Midnight Sun. I think Midnight Sun maybe has a sticker too, but none of them actually tell you which Mothership it is. So that is handy. And it comes in the box packaging like the rest of the Mothership palettes as well. But this is the artwork, whoops, for this one. So pretty with the pink roses and the face there. And then there's a card inside with all of the shade names. Again, very typical of all of her other Mothership palettes. So here is the inside of the palette. And again, same layout as all of her other Mothership palettes. We have the 6 shades on the left-hand side that are of a pressed formula, and then we have the 4 on the right-hand side, which are baked. So let me go ahead and show you some swatches. I'm going to swatch the 6 pressed shadows first, and then we'll do the 4 baked shadows on the right. First, we have Skin Show Nude, Velouria, Sable Bronze, and then we have Extreme Mahogany, Lovelace, and then Rose Dusk. And then here are the 4 baked shades. We have Refined Gold, 002, Iridescent Pink, 003, VR Rose Venus, and then Astral Solstice. So there are 4 shades in here that are repeats or that appear in other palettes. This Skin Show Nude appears in the Mothership 1 Subliminal palette. Then we have Rose Dusk, which appears in the Mothership 2 Sublime palette. And then this Astral Solstice Baked shade appears in Midnight Sun. And then this Iridescent Pink 003 is actually like one of her highlighters. I don't know if you guys remember, I think it's still out there, but her 3 baked highlighters that came in the one like cardboard palette, this is the same as that. I have been using this palette quite a bit. In fact, this is the 4th time I'm trying to record this video. 2 times I didn't hit the record button. I don't know. I don't do that often. I've definitely done it before, but I don't do that often. Yet I feel like every time I whipped out this palette, I kept forgetting to hit the record button. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. And then I had recorded a video that I didn't like at all for some reason. I don't know. I just didn't like the footage. Anyway, so I have used this palette quite a bit and I really, really enjoyed the formula, the performance of it. It is very, very similar to all of the other Pat McGrath Mothership palettes that I've experienced. The mattes are pigmented, they blend really nicely. They're not too powdery. They're also not too creamy, which sometimes I find a little bit difficult to move and to blend. And then the 3 like true satin shades, this one, and this one, very creamy. They go on beautifully on the lid. I will use this one in the demo, the Rose Dusk. And then this shade, you could probably see it. It's like a satin, but there's just like a little bit of like a chunkier glitter in there. So it has just a little bit more texture to it, and it is lovely. It is really, really beautiful. And then of course the 4 baked shades over here are just, you know, party in a palette. They're bright, they're iridescent, they're glittery. They make such an incredible impact on your lids. I have this shade, the VR Rose Venus. I have that basically on the center of my lid, which again, you'll see in my demo. But that's what you see there. And it's so interesting. And I love how all of these shades work together because I find these 2 shades to be like fairly warm, at least on the warmer side. Like this one has quite the like neon orange shift to it. And then all of these shades over here, I would say are definitely on the cooler side, neutral, cooler side, especially Velouria. Yet I use them all together and somehow it all works beautifully. I would never think to pair like a bright orange sherbety color with like a soft lilac-y mauve color. It just is not something that I would think to do, and yet I think it looks really beautiful all together. Let's go ahead and jump into the demo of this eye look. I'm going to take my Esom S33 brush and go into Velouria, which is this matte mauve shade, and I'm going to take just the littlest bit of this just on the tips of the bristles, and I'm just going to drag this very gently in my socket line area. I'm basically following like my eyeball here and just gonna start building up a little bit of dimension slowly. Now I'm gonna go between Extreme Mahogany and Velouria because I want a tone kind of in between there. So I'm just gonna tap back and forth between these two shades and just press this into the outer corner of my eye here. Again, we're just, you know, deepening things up, adding a little bit of dimension. And then we're going to drag a little bit of that over the Velouria. And I'm just going to take an Esom G34 brush, clean with no shadow on it, and drag it along those shadows just to make sure they're blown out, softened up a little bit, blended nicely. If you have a similar skin tone to me, it really does not take a lot of these eyeshadows to build dimension. I feel like if I was doing just a regular, very everyday look, maybe I'll add a little bit of this Skin Show Nude to like my lid and I can be done. Super, super simple. But I do want to use a few more of these shades in here because they're so pretty. They're really, really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and use this shade here. I'm going to use my ring finger and just going in, grabbing some pigment, and I'm going to tap this onto the center of my lid and bring it close to and then a little bit on top of the two mattes I placed on the outer corner here. I'm going to take the first brush that I used, the S33. It has just a little bit of those original shadows on the brush left, and I'm going to drag it just across the top of where I put down this VR shade, and just, you know, using it to kind of blend everything all together right at the top there. And then I'm going to take my W36 brush and I'm going to use it in a way that I don't think I've actually shown you guys, at least not in a while. I usually use this to kind of deepen out my outer corner, but I'm going to use this actually for my inner corner, and I'm going to go into this iridescent pink shade up here. And I love this brush also just to get into my inner corner here and then just build out from there. And I'm taking my Chikuhodo GSN9 brush. I'm going to grab some of this Rose Dusk, just a little bit. I just want to use this to help blend this VR shade that's going into the mattes on the outer corner here. I just want to kind of place it right where they meet a little bit, just to, it's, you know, I don't even know if it's noticeable to you guys, but just to like soften the blend a little bit. I am thinking I want just a little bit more drama on the outer corner of my eyes, so I just wiped off my W36 brush. I'm going to go into Extreme Mahogany by itself, pick up just a little bit of that, and I'm going to use that to just deepen up my outer corner here a little bit. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Okay, so let's go ahead and line my eyes. I'm going to take my Esom T05 brush, go back into Extreme Mahogany, and just stamp this underneath my lashes, in my lash line, over my lashes, and then my lower lash line. All right, so my eyes are all done. I'm just going to go ahead and apply some mascara, and I'll come back and actually apply my lip color with you guys. Okay, and so now for lips, I had to pull out the Pat McGrath Luxe Trance lipstick in Madame Grige, which is a very cool toned nude. It has like a really strong like lilac base, and it just, I feel like it's the lipstick equivalent to this Velouria shade. And when I saw the Velouria shade, I immediately thought of this lipstick and I thought, I definitely have to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. And this is definitely a very, very interesting lip color. It is, I don't know, it kind of makes me look a little bit dead. I don't mind personally, but I am going to throw on some of this Surratt Lip Luster in Ton on top. It's very complimentary. I don't think it really changes the tone of it too much, but I just want to add a little bit of gloss to the lip. And that is it for this look. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions down below. I'm just sad that this is limited edition and currently sold out. I really hope she makes this permanent. This is definitely one of my favorites, if not kind of quickly becoming my favorite. But anyway, let's just put out vibes to Pat McGrath that she makes this a permanent palette. But give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.